All right, this video is about why to never ever use a corporate capture page or a corporate website, especially if you're involved in a network marketing or home-based business. And the information I'm going to talk about will probably shock you, but it'll probably make a lot of sense once we get it out. Now, as a top recruiter myself and being a top recruiter in over 8 different companies, and knowing all the top recruiters, no top recruiter or top money earner uses what the company gave them. We all know that. We actually have sayings for it in this industry. We kind of giggle and laugh about it. We call it amateur hour, we call it the kiddie pool, and we call it sign up repellent. I think I get that. Sign up repellent. But that's what happens. And I want you to think about this. The 99% of the people that fail in network marketing companies, 99% of them are following what the 99% who fail do, which is using the corporate website or corporate capture page. And so it's like people are encouraging people to fail miserably. And I'm going to get into a lot of reasons why this happens. And so bear with me. When I'm done, I think it'll make a little bit more sense to you on why this works. First and foremost, let's talk about a corporate website. Most corporate, especially a lot of MLM companies, they don't even give capture pages. When they do, they're lame. We'll talk about that in a minute. But let's just talk about the main website. So what people do is they get involved in the company. They're like, okay, the company gave me a website. I need to go put this all over Facebook and all over social media, and magically I'm gonna get a bunch of signups because this is the website they gave me. Well, you gotta understand from a company perspective what they've done for you is what they've done is they've built you basically a virtual brochure. There's no ad copy. There's no call to action. Even if you think there is, there's not. I'm a marketer. I can read through it. And realistically, when you get with a company that has a lot of products or a lot of services, what happens is people get lost in that. Okay, they click on one product and read everything, then they go to the next product, and then you're going to get people. Let's say you're in a nutritional company, and they might see one product and it has Splenda, and they're like, "Oh, I can't do this company. It has Splenda." When they're not sold or excited about the business yet, maybe if they are, they can overlook that. But because you sent them to the main site with all this info, they're diving into all this info before they've watched a presentation, before they've been 100% sold. You're trying to send them to the thing that finishes them where they should go and sign up, okay? But they haven't been excited yet. They haven't got the juices turned on yet. The other thing they do a lot of times is go right to your corporate website. The first thing they pull up before they even watch anything is the join button and how much does it cost me to join. And if they see a kit that's $200 or $500 or $1,000, a lot of them say, man, I've already joined 3 or 4 businesses. I haven't made money in anything. Now this person wants to get me to spend $300. Hey, I'm out of here. And so before you even had a chance to sell them yet or get them excited or justify the cost of them joining, they saw the price and they bolted. You got to remember, 99% of the people will go to a website. They won't buy that day. They won't join it. They leave that day. They get enough information. They leave that day. And so if you're sending to a website that's full of everything, has the corporate people, they can read all about the corporation people and all about all the product. It's too much information. People need to be spoon-fed. Okay, it's like when you go to a restaurant, you pull out a menu, you'll see certain things that are highlighted or boxed to draw your eye there. That's good marketing. They know how to get you there. It's kind of like people are kind of like sheep. They need to be led. Okay, and you're not leading them. I'll give you an example that maybe makes more sense to you. Back in the days of Amway, I love Amway by the way, but back in the days when Amway was going, they would get people to go to a hotel meeting, before the internet. Now, if you would have walked up to somebody on the street and say, hey, listen, I'm in this great Amway business, I'm going to show it to you, people say they would run away from that. Okay, so even Amway, all their trainings told you to go out and say, hey, listen, are you interested in? I have a business proposition for you. I'd love to come. You come to the hotel meeting on Tuesday and see what it is. So what happens is they would get people to come to a generic presentation. The people that would show up didn't know what it was about yet. They were curious, and that's why they showed up. The curiosity about making some extra money made them show up. Okay, they didn't give away what it was yet. Okay, if they did, the people they'd invite would never show up. Okay, so a lot of you are kind of doing that same thing. You're throwing out your website right away, showing everybody everything. They're going through the stuff they want to see or stuff they shouldn't see yet because you haven't fine-tuned it, and now they're running away from you. Well, what happened in those meetings was they would show people the presentation, the business plan, the lifestyle, all this kind of things, and then at the end they said, oh yeah, this is Amway. And people were shocked at that point, like, whoa, I didn't know Amway did this. See, people sometimes have what they call a preconceived notion of what you're offering. For example, there are many companies that have been around for many years and they're great companies. But the minute you maybe you go up to a woman and say, hey, Mary Kay, they might run because they knew their sister was in Mary Kay. She didn't make any money because she put in no effort or whatever. Maybe Mary Kay has all new products. They're on Project Runway now. They got all this new stuff. But that person is so close-minded, they don't want to even hear about it because they already have a preconceived notion of what it is. And by throwing it out there on a main corporate website, you are literally going to sign up repellent by doing that. And a lot of you are using the company names out there like crazy, which is the dumbest thing ever. Ever hear that curiosity killed the cat? That's what gets people excited when you have a very curious form. The reason that people would go to an Amway meeting is because they said, hey, I got a business opportunity. People are making a lot of money. You can change your lifestyle. Come check it out. Well, it's curious. What's the company about? Well, you'll see when you get there. That's what they would do. The same thing works on the internet today. People forget the absolute best thing that works, that signed up millions of people, and that company does like $13 billion now. The thing that works even back then works on the internet, but most people get crazy and dumb. Here's the other thing you got to think about. Would you ever give somebody a Christmas present wrapped in clear wrapping paper? Okay? No, it's stupid. Hey, I got you this. What's the point of wrapping it at all if it was in clear wrapping paper and they could see what it was underneath? So if you're in a company and you're out there posting your company products all over your Facebook and posting company websites, well, guess what? You got to remember that people have other friends on Facebook. They can say that, well, I know so-and-so was in that company and they didn't make any money. So they've already convinced themselves that they don't want to even look at that company because they knew somebody in it that failed or quit or already moved on. Or maybe they were in it years ago and didn't like it, and now they're looking at your wall now. Or they're going to look at, here's the other thing that happens, which really happens, and this is one of the biggest reasons you should never use corporate websites, is maybe they actually do like something on the page, but then they look at you and say, well, you know what, I know this person's been in 3 or 4 different businesses in the last year or 2 years. I've seen them never make money. They're always pitching something new. And you know what, but this company looks interesting, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out who's actually making money in this thing, and I'm going to go do a search and find out who's in it, who's at the top, and I'm going to join them because that person can actually help me, because I know this person over here on Facebook, all they do is fail, lose, not make money, and why would I ever join them? And it's called sponsor shopping. It happens all the time. I had to have people ring my phone off the hook that were in the company and said, yeah, I was looking at this, and somebody showed it to me, but I knew they didn't make money. I knew that you did, so I'm going to join you instead. So don't think that doesn't exist. It happens everywhere, every single day. People are losing tons of commissions being sponsor shopped, but it's your own fault that you're being sponsor shopped. But then you say, well, Dave, I got a capture page. Well, most of the time, the capture page aren't very well written. The people that put them together from these companies don't really know how to write very good ad copy. They don't know how to write very good ad copy. They don't really have good call to actions. And again, they blast it with the company name all over the place. And then what happens is most of the time, if a company does launch a capture page, they have like one capture page they launch and they leave it around forever. So let's say you have 10,000 reps in the company. Well, 10,000 reps are all using the same thing. What sets you apart? What sets you different than everybody else? Why would someone join you over anybody else? They won't. Kind of like this. You pull up at a red light. And at a red light, there's a Honda Civic on one side of you and a Toyota Camry on the other side. Great cars, right? But you don't get whiplash saying, what's that? What's that? Because you see them all day, every day. Now, if a bright green Lamborghini showed up on the left and a bright red Ferrari shows up on the right, you might look a little bit because it's not something you see every day. I know, because I have one of the only Maseratis in my town, and people break their necks looking at it. Okay, so when you have something different, you set yourself apart. You should be branding yourself anyway. Why would you brand a company? What happens if the company goes under or it quits or it thinks you messed up? You messed up terribly. So not only do they not have good copy, not have good call to action, but then what happens, you're getting sponsorship because they blast the company name, and then you're just one of the millions of people that are using the same old, using the same old website that everybody is. So when you get a prospect that looks at something, and I'll tell you this firsthand, I'd have people, because I would never, any top partner that you talk to, never, ever, ever uses a company website or a company capture page, ever. And I know all the top partners, 6 and 7 figure earners. We laugh at that. We never use it. We either brand it ourselves or make these cool pages that we explain the company, do all this cool stuff that people want to join. Because I have people that would literally be in a downline with somebody else, call me on the phone and say, listen, I want to quit and join you instead. And I'd say, wait a second, the kits are $1,000 in this deal. You've already paid $1,000. That makes no sense to me. Well, my upline, they're just using this over here, and you got all these cool pages. Your team's exploding like crazy because you have nothing else that no one else in the company has. You have all these cool pages and the video pages and the funnels and all this stuff. My upline don't know how to do any of that stuff. And so I want to quit them and join you instead. And to me, that was the craziest thing. If they've already spent $1,000, they like the company, they want to stay, but they wanted to quit, start all over, pay another $1,000 to get the same exact kit. I wouldn't let them do that because I have integrity. But I mean, think about that for a second. That attracts people. So if you're in one company and you're trying to get on top of the leaderboard, You really think that you're going to blast through everybody else and get on top of your leaderboard using the same old lame page that every single person in your company is using? It'll never, ever happen. When you take a guy like me, if I would join any company right now, I would get immediately to the top of the leaderboard. The owners would be talking about me. Everybody would be talking to me. Why? Because I definitely would not use what they give you. Why would I use what the thousands of people in a group are doing? I'm going to set myself apart, and I'm going to set my team apart way different. That's why the Conversion Pros is so cool, because we give you the ability to build these awesome pages, all these curious capture pages. For example, let's say you're in a weight loss deal. There was one not too long ago, I had a power line, this and that, and everybody would talk about it, and everybody would talk about the name. Well, it dies pretty fast, okay? It wasn't around a long time. What happened? Everybody was talking about that. Well, I would do a curious capture page, and I'd say, you know, we have a product that's helping people lose 20 or 30 pounds. No matter what you eat, you have to see what it's, you know, have an awesome picture of people with perfect abs, whatever. Well, did I say the name of the company? No, but people want to lose weight and make money, so they're like, whoa, wait a second, what's on the other side of this page? And then they would enter their info, and then immediately, and this is what we show you how to do in the Conversion Pros, I would have the best presentation video they've ever seen. Maybe 2, maybe 3, okay? Because our pages can do 1 video, 2 video, or 3 videos. Maybe we have a car program. I'm going to show you the car program, whatever. And then I am going to take them through step by step what I want them to see, where they're getting excited. And then at the very end, they click a button and finally go to my corporate page. At that point, they're sold. At that point, they're excited. They want to sign up, and now they're looking for the join button. And then let's say the kid is $400. Well, now they're not shocked, because I showed them a compensation plan, or I showed them in my webinar how excited it is to be with the company, the lifestyles and the incomes that people are making. So I made $400 seem cheap. But if they would have went to my corporate page first and saw $400 without getting the presentation down and seeing the way we did the funnel, they'd run away. They'd be like, I ain't paying $400. But now I got them excited enough where people would literally put in their credit cards. I had a deal that I had was $1,300. People would put their credit cards in. I had hundreds of people, like over 300 people in 30 days, buy it without me even speaking to them, because the funnel was that good. Guess what? Nobody else in the company had that funnel. No one even came close to putting stuff together, and everybody was like, I was the #1 recruiter in the company the first month they launched, by the way. And everybody's like, how did you do it? Well, first of all, I'm not using that page that the company gave me because it was lame. And everybody else is out there trying to market that lame page, wondering why they weren't getting results and why I was getting all the results. So the problem is when, and here's the cool part about it, is when you join the Conversion Pros and you can try it for free for 7 days, we don't even want your credit card so we can actually prove it to you. We show you how to build proper funnels for your business. Awesome capture pages that are curious, that will actually get leads. Because if you don't have leads, your business is dead. Okay, leads, you've heard, is the lifeblood of your business. And most of you are marketing pages that you can't even get leads on. And you're putting them all over the place, and that's so stupid. You're hoping that people will go to a corporate page and sign up. Wrong, they don't. 99% of people fail in MLM, and they follow the 99% of people that fail in MLM. What are the people that fail in MLM? They use the pages companies give them because they suck. They're lame. The ad copy, there's no call to action. So we show you how to put stuff together for your company. Now, if you're a team builder, here's where it gets really good. We give you what we call a share code. So once you build these curious, cool pages and funnels, someone could join you in the Conversion Pros. You give them a little code, it will instantly build the website for them. So now you can mass duplicate. And we have autoresponders built in, so you can have a series of messages. Remember, 99% of the people that go to a website will not buy the first day they're there. They will not take action the first day they're there. So a lot of you using corporate pages, when they'll capture page, you lose them. And then they're going to find somebody else's page and join them instead because you didn't bring them back to you. Another dumb decision. So what happens is with the autoresponders and the email broadcasters and even text blasting that we put into the Conversion Pros, you can keep following up, sending them your presentation. Okay, we have what we call a landing page, where we'll show you how to build an awesome presentation, which will connect to your corporate page where they can actually sign up and get a spot under you. But we show you how to keep putting that in their face over and over and over again. And again, the way we do things is you can have unlimited sites, unlimited pages. So while everybody else is marketing the one page in your company, you could be marketing a page on Monday that looks awesome and curious and different. Tuesday, you could be doing another one. Wednesday, you could be doing another one. Friday, you could do another one. And then people, put it this way, you got one person and they're looking at your business. They're looking at Rep A and Rep B. Rep A is doing what every single person in the company does, using the same website they've already seen it a million times. Okay, because what happens is when you join a company, people put that same website all over the place, over and over and over again. So people see it and it gets old, it gets stale. They've already seen it, they're like, do I want to join that person? Or, wow, I didn't even know that was the same company with Rep B, because that was cool. And then they see another page go up and they're like, dude, is this the same company? And they see another page. And they got, so rep A over here, lame-o, don't know how to market. You know, that's the thing. When you use the company pages like that, and that's all you use, it screams amateur hour. It screams, I do not know how to market. It screams, I know nothing about internet marketing. I can't help you. If you join my downline, I cannot help you grow because I do not know what I'm doing. That's what it screams, because you don't know what you're doing if you're doing that. As opposed to the person over here that we teach, and they're busting out page after page after page and landing pages. Let's say you have a car program, right? You could build a dedicated page. Like I helped that company that did BMW, or no, it's Mercedes-Benz. And we did this cool Mercedes background so we could put a Mercedes in your driveway in the next 30 days. Who doesn't want to fill that form in? It immediately went to another page we built with a webinar that showed all these people in the company that already have a Mercedes in their driveway. So when you're done watching that, they're like, well, tell me more. Then we sent them to a video that was a webinar that did the whole business breakdown about what the company, their products, and what they offer, this and that. Their downline blew up. They were getting results like crazy because why? They weren't using the same corporate page. They decided to take a little piece of the comp plan, the Mercedes-Benz that was super hot, build an entire funnel around that, the conversion pros, and then everybody else in the company is like, dude, where are you getting these Mercedes pages? This is the hottest thing I've ever seen. We want to join this team over here. So if you want to continue not sponsoring people and beating your head against the wall and wondering why people fail and not get signups, keep using corporate websites that give away too much information, give away the price of your stuff, let people see all the products and talk themselves out of it. You know, the other problem is too, let's face it, a lot of MLM products are overpriced. For, you know, you could go buy fish oil GNC for $6 and you might have an MLM sell fish oil for $49. Now, it might be beneficial, fish oil is fish oil, but I mean, you might have a better spin to it. But the problem is that they just go to your website and they start clicking around. You don't have a chance to talk to them yet. They're not a lead. You haven't done anything. So now what they're doing is like, dude, look at this company ripping people off. They're $49 for fish oil. I bought it for $6 at GNC. See, well, that's your fault because you sent them too information. Now, if they watched an entire business presentation and saw people with the health benefits of the product and saw that, wow, people are living crazy lifestyles, and wow, people are driving Mercedes-Benz in this company and all those kind of things. If you show them all that first, with a proper funnel and marketing system, by the time they get to the corporate page, now they're not thinking about $49 fish oil, they're thinking about where's the join button. Man, I'm pumped up, I'm excited, because now you led them through a presentation. You showed them what you wanted them to see in order for them to get excited. You didn't give away the farm and show them too much by using a page that has no ad copy, no call to action, shows way too much stuff, and literally does a great job of talking people out of joining you, or get you sponsorship and let them go join a top earner because they think you're going to help them more. Why? Because the top earners are using cool funnels. The top earners are using cool pages. The top earners are doing cool videos and stuff that you're not doing and don't know how to, and you don't know how to put that stuff together yet. We show you how. And if you're, you know, so what they do is they go join them instead. So maybe they saw your link and then you lost your commission. That doesn't make any sense, does it? But it happens every single day. That's why the top earners keep making more money, and why the people that average Joes, a lot of them never make money in the company. You're like, can't even sponsor a few people. They don't understand why the top recruiters recruit way more than you. They're doing things differently than the 99% of the field. Why? Because a company gives you a website does not mean you should use it. You know, they give you a website. It doesn't say this is a marketing piece that's going to go give you signups. You know, it doesn't. So think back to the old days. The old days is if you were to tell somebody, hey, I want to show you Amway presentation, for example. Again, I love Amway. Most people would run. Well, how did they did it? They used a curious approach, just like a curious capture piece. Listen, I got a business presentation. You might like it. Come meet me at the Hilton on Tuesday night. And then what do? Did they say, as soon as you walked in, did they show you Amway? No, they didn't. They didn't show you Amway to the very end after they already got you hot, excited, showed you the circle, showed you the money, showed you the product. They didn't say the word Amway until it was done. And then by that point, everybody was hot and got their credit card out and signed up lots of people. So why don't you take that same model that works and put it on the internet? People forget about that, and they're out there screaming the name of the company like they're wrapping a Christmas gift in clear wrapping paper, getting sponsorship, and getting people saying, oh, you know what, I need somebody in that company, and they're not making any money. Why would I ever join it? Well, I know this person right here barely makes any money anyway, and I know 5 people that were in that company and don't make any money and already left. Why would I do that? I'm gone. And that's what happens in MLM every single day. And the poor rep don't know about it because the poor rep in MLM, the only training in MLM is a pat on the back and a good luck. Hey, thanks for joining. Here you go. I hope you do something with it. Well, we actually train you what works, what to do, how to build proper funnels, how to get people excited, how to get people in the door, how to get leads, how to show them your best presentation for your company. And we have so many people that are getting on their leaderboard that has never been on a leaderboard in their life
by using it. And again, we're not trying to sell you everything. We want to prove it to you for free. Can we give it to you for 7 days for free where you could dive in our training, play with our pages? I don't even want a credit card. We cannot charge you if we want to. So when's the last time you had a company say, listen, we not only do we want to help you have success, but we want to prove it to you first. I don't want any of your money. Let me prove it to you. Let's do that first. And then if you like it, we can move forward. But I want to give you proof. A lot of other companies, give me your credit card up front. Let me get you in the door. You got to pay, and then let's see if you do something. We don't do that. We do it the opposite way. We know we're so good that you're going to want to continue with us. That's what we do. So check it out. Get to the person that sent you this video. You can sign up for free with them. No credit card. Again, we can't charge you if we want to. Let us prove it to you and watch how much change happens in your business by using the right tools the right way. All right? See you on the inside.